Right. Hi everybody. This is Helen, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from Bell Block in New Zealand. Right, nice to have you join me today. So I thought I would do a card using the beautiful arches. The arches are a great set of dies. Okay, they are, you can use them for lots of different things. So we're going to use the arches today, the 3 different sizes. And I'm going to use this paper. So this is the Take to the Sky paper. It is on the last chance list. So making the most of it before it all goes. And I think I'm going to use the Simply Said stamp set as well. Right, I've got Night of Navy ink. And I have 2 different colours of cardstock. I've got Night of Navy, which is going to go really nice with this set of DSP, and the new cloud cover. So cloud cover is a really lovely colour. Really love it. Right, so I'm just going to bring this up on my iPad so I can see that it's all working all right. Oh, for some reason it's just frozen, but that's right. I seem to have it in the right spot. That's the main thing. Okay, so first of all, I am going to grab the DSP and work out which patterns I want to use. So I think I'm going to use these pieces. I might put these aside and have a think about those. Right, and I'll grab my trimmer, and I'm going to trim some of this DSP up. So let me just grab that. Okay, so I want to cut archways this size. So this is the 3rd size of what I'm using. Okay, and to save a little bit of time, I did go and cut some of the larger ones out with the cloud cover, and some of the medium, those ones there with the Night of Navy. But I need to cut the DSP, so let me see. I should be able to get a couple out of there. I could probably get one out of here. Let me think. Right, I'm going to take one out of there, just because I can. And I'll just take one out of there. Right, so I need my DSP to be about 12 centimetres by 9. 12 by 9. Okay, so let me cut this. I want to cut it out of the top piece, so I'm going to go 12 centimetres, move that across, by 9 centimetres. Now sometimes when you're cutting DSP that have got things like the aeroplanes and stuff in it, just work out which side you want to cut from. So if I cut it there, that means I've still got these aeroplanes that I can use on something else. So 12 by 9. And I need another 12 by 9, so I'm going to take it out of this piece, because I always like to use up little bits and leave the larger pieces in case I need them for card front. So that's 9 centimetres, and 12 centimetres is going to be about there. Right, so that's those 2. And I want some out of this paper as well, so I need to cut that at 9 centimetres. Doesn't matter so much about the length of that piece. Right, so those are my 3 pieces of DSP I'm going to use. Now I'm going to do some scoring. So I have a piece of Night of Navy here, and the piece of Night of Navy is, what have we got there? 6 centimetres by the length of an A4 piece. Okay, and I'm going to score this at 9.5 centimetres. So I'll put the cutting blade aside. So we're going to go 9.5 centimetres. And then I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to go 9.5 centimetres here as well. And I think I'm going to use the navy, but we will see later how it looks. I'm sure it'll be fine. So that will, then you Z fold it. Okay, it doesn't come all the way to the edge, but that will be fine. Right, so now I can put the trimmer aside, and we need to cut these archways. So I'll bring in my little cutting and emboss machine and my plates. and we'll cut those. So I'll put that on there like that and put the lid on. Oh, is that the cutting? That's the cutting one. Let's put the cutting on. I quite like to keep one of the plates clean if I can, because it's quite good, especially if you're using like foil and that, because it doesn't mark the foil if you've got a clean plate on the top. So I normally try to use the same plate. Just hard to go over that straight edge, but we can't put on an angle on this little machine. Right, so that's one down, and we'll cut another one. Now, I'd like to know where you're joining me from. So if you're joining me from out of town, please let me know. It's always nice to see where everyone comes from. And it's been nice having everyone join me for the live, and it's also great that you can have a look at the Facebook Live later on as well. And don't forget that if you're looking for any of my past videos, because Facebook are now deleting our videos within 30, I think it's 30 days after they've been made, go to my YouTube channel and have a look on there. So all my Facebook lives I've been putting onto my YouTube channel, and it's a good way of finding them on there. And it is good because you can find the photo and then find the video that goes with it. Right, that's our last one that we need to cut. And I think that's all I need this little machine for, so I'll put that aside. Right, so now what I'm going to do, oh, did I missed a little piece down the side. That's all right, we'll just trim it like that. There we go. Okay, so I'll put all those bits rubbish aside, and that. So those are our archways. So as you can see, I've cut 3 of the cloud cover, 3 of the navy, and now I've got 3 of the DSP. So I'm going to put them together. I should have put some of them together before really, but I've been out and I was a bit late getting back. But that's all right, it won't take long to put these together. So just line them up like so. Then put that one onto the next one. Oops, that wasn't very well done, Helen. Right, trying to rush, that's the problem. Right, put that on there like that. That one onto there. Quite nice having the dark colour in the background. It really makes the DSP pop. I was looking at whether to put, it's just this navy that keeps getting caught. Don't know why. I think I'm trying to tape it too close to the edge where the stitching has gone around the edge of the cardstock. That's what the problem is. Because normally this is so easy. Right. Do that one. So as you can see, it doesn't take long. Once you've got all your pieces cut, it's just a matter of assembling your card. Oh, Lynette's here. Hi, Lynette. Nice that you get to join me today. Hope the weather's nice over there. It's a bit overcast and not that great here, but it's not raining yet, but I think it's going to by the look of it. Right, there we go. So those are my 3 pieces. And now we are going to create a label. So I'm going to bring in my Night of Navy ink pad, my Simply Said stamp set. I'm going to use this Birthday Wishes. And I'm going to stamp that. I was trying to work out what colours, because when this paper came out, it went with the boho blue. And of course, we haven't got the boho blue anymore. So I had to find something that was going to work. So I thought the navy, and we're going to use cloud cover. So I'm going to use the hexagon punch. So this is in the main catalogue. And it's quite a nice punch. So we use that in the middle there like that. That will go onto there. Okay, now what I think I might do, Let's see. I'm going to cut a couple of these. Now, show you what we're going to do. I'm going to cut down through the middle of this. I'm going to put a little bit of tape on each side of there. And then I'm going to put this onto there like so. So this is the best way to do a mat on with these punches. See? Just like that. So that's pretty cool. And you can do that with a lot of the punches. You just have to work out whether the edge is going to match or not. The other thing I could do is cut this in half and do a little bit around there. I'll do that because then I can show you how that works. I was going to use this for something else, but I can grab some more cardstock if I need. So again, you just cut it each side like that. And you put a little bit of tape now on each end like that. And then you're just going to get a little bit of on that end. And a little bit on that end, like that. And then you can pop that up onto your card. So we'll grab some dimensionals. Where are my dimensionals? Oh, don't even know where my other large ones are. We'll use some large black ones because I've got those here, so that will be fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Put those on. My pick me tool must be over with my packs I'm making from class. Susan's there. Hi, Susan. Nice of you to join me. It was nice. I got to see Susan yesterday at class, so that was great. And it's cold and wet over there, Lynette. I think it's going to end up being a bit cold and wet here too. Donald's just lit the fire, so that's nice. Right, so those are my pieces for my card. And now we'll bring this piece in. So it's going to go that way. So what I'm going to do first of all is this one's going to go on the front. So I just need to work out where I want it to go. And the easiest way to work out how far across I can put my tape is if I sit this, I'll show you, on top of there like that. There's only going to be a little bit of a border each side. And then I could use my tear and tape. I'll use my tear and tape just a moment. I'll just grab it. Back again. Right. So I'll use my tear and tape. And so I want some along there and some along this edge. And I'll put another piece down the middle as well. Okay, and then we're going to put this one on first. Okay, so we will take these pieces off. Right, we're just going to line this up. That looks about right. Okay, so that's the front. Then to put the next one in, the easiest way to do it is to flip that over, and then you're going to put your tear and tape on this next piece. So this one's quite easy actually, because it's quite close to the edge. Sometimes when I have made them, the shapes are different and you've got to be careful where your tape goes, but this one's actually really easy. So there you go. So those are my 3 pieces. I'll take the back off those. Just push this little piece over, and that one, and that one. And then with this next one, so this one's going to go in the middle, the easiest way now is to line it up with the one underneath. So you line that up there. I can't be completely over top of it or I'll be inside the camera space. So there we go. So that's that one. And then we're going to put this one on the back. So again, we are going to put our 3 strips of tear and tape. So along the edge, along the middle, and another one just in from the edge. Press it down before you try to lift the top off. That's the best way. And to get this one lined up, we're going to do something a bit different. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this one, which is going to go on there. We're going to sit it on top of there, so it sits perfectly on top of there like that. And then we just close this one over, okay, like that. Okay, so that's our card. Now, if we want to add something else on here, what we could do, and I'm just going to grab a little bit more navy, just a moment. Here we go. Right, so I'm going to grab a couple more of these. I think, am I going to do that or am I going to do something else? Just, oh, now I'm thinking, do I want to put some tags on there? I don't know. Let's just have a look and we'll see what this looks like. These tags are on the bottom of this paper. I just seen those and thought, they might look quite cute on there. And you can use your trimmer to cut these, but I'll just cut that and see what it looks like. Because, you know, sometimes ideas for your cards come along as you're creating. Oh, that might be quite cute. What's this one like? Let's have a look. And like that, or is that too pale? No, that one's a little bit pale. This one's a cute one. I had these, I've used these on some of my scrapbooking pages, and these are really great for that. Okay, I might do that now. Let me just grab some string. Right, and a hole punch. Right, so this one here, we'll just make a hole there, and we'll grab some twine. So you start doing things and then you do it different, and oh, you know, it's fun to play. Right, we'll thread those back through there like so. Now I don't want it quite that length, I want it smaller, so I'm going to cut a little bit off the bottom. And if I just grab my trimmer back in here, I'm going to cut some off the bottom of that. Yes, that's cute. Got the aeroplanes in the back, that will be cool. Just trim this up, I wasn't very straight with that. Okay, and we will pop that one up. Now I might just use, I've got a whole heap of small white dimensionals, so I'll put one there. And you can decorate these up as much as you want. Okay, we could have just left the pretty paper, or we can do something to decorate it up. So I'm going to add some things just because we can, because we quite like to do that. Right, so that one's going to go on the front, and then this one can go onto here. So I need this about the same, so just under there. Let's just trim that off too. Now I can't remember where it was that I measured it. I eyeballed it because, you know, that's what we do. So just over top of there. Alright, so we'll throw that one in as well. Oh, could have used that, couldn't I? It doesn't have to be exactly the same because you're not even going to see them close together, but I just didn't want them to cover up the aeroplanes in the background completely. Right, put that there. We'll get some more twine with that one. Punch a hole. So this is from the pack of 3 little punches. Hi Maureen, you've turned up. It's great. So the little pack of 3 punches are awesome. They've got the little one with a circle, and they have another one that you can thread your ribbon through and all sorts of things. So yeah, great pack of punches, and I use them all the time. I had that in something else for the weekends class. I thought, oh, better grab that. Right, so we'll thread that twine through, and that one can go on this side. So we'll put some dimensionals on that one as well, because the ladies that come to my classes, they know that I love dimensionals. They're like the best thing ever. We had a survey thing to do in the weekend at our Creativity Now, and it says, what is your favourite product that you like to use, and there was a choice, and I put dimensionals because they are my favourite, but the majority liked the paper trimmer. But there you go, I just love dimensionals. Right, so that can go there. That's cute. Now I think let's just find my paper. There's one there, one there. That one will do. Right, so we've got these gorgeous little aeroplanes, so let's just trim that off there like that. So I love DSP where you can use the images on the DSP and cut them out and use them as embellishments on your projects. You know, sometimes, you know, you do need a stamp set to do that, but sometimes you can get away with the papers. And this paper was really good because there's all these gorgeous little aeroplanes. But the stamp set and dies I thrashed. I love them because they were amazing. I'm just trying to see where the end of that propeller is there. But yeah, the DSP is really gorgeous too. So just think of that when you're looking at DSP. If you've got DSP that has pages of things you can cut out, it's really good for embellishing your projects. Right, there you go. And I think we'll just put that one on there because he's going to look cute on there. We've got the little plane over here and this one here. So let's just grab my dimensionals again because, you know, pop up everything. Right, and we'll just put one over here and one down there. Perfect. Right, we'll do that. There you go. Right, so that's our card. Now, I think what we should do is I will grab some white and we can cut this to size because I didn't think of a something to write on. It is that one. So what size was that again? So if we go 9 by 12, we should be fine. Right, so we'll go 9 this way. Put that aside. Just move this up. Bring the little machine back in. Leslie's here. Hi, Leslie. Oh, and Chantel's here. Hi, Chantel. It's nice seeing all you ladies turn up today. Thank you for joining me. Right, so we're just going to cut our white out because it's nice to have the piece on the back to write on, isn't it? So we're just going to cut that out like that. Oh, it doesn't like going over that edge, does it? There we go. Right, put that aside again. And we'll grab that. Now, if you have a lot of DSP and you're trying to use it up, you could actually put DSP on the back of here as well, which would be really good. Oh, I've got something on my... Oh, there we go. It's gone now. Perfect. Right, so that's going to be my piece to write my little note on. And I think... What else have we got here? Let's have a look. Okay. We've got a cute little aeroplane. That one there will do. He's just a little sweetie, but he'll be fine. I should have had a look for some more words that I could have stamped on the back of here, but I didn't have a chance because I've been out this morning. We only got back at like 20 to 2. So, right, we'll just take him off there like that so he can just go on the bottom here. And if I had some other words, happy birthday, birthday wishes, happy birthday. Let's celebrate. Oh, we could do let's celebrate. I could just go and find a, let's have a look. There it is there. I'll just grab a block, just a moment. And the only block I can find is a big massive one, but that's all right. I've got all my blocks out in my container ready for this weekend's class and a project for my team retreat the following weekend. So, right, so let's celebrate. Go across the middle like that, and my little aeroplane can go down the bottom, or it could go at the top. Quite cute up the top too. No, I like them at the bottom. Right, we'll stick them up too. Where are my dimensionals gone? Over here. I seem to end up in a bit of a mess when I'm doing my Facebook Lives. I need to get myself sorted a bit better, but that's all right. So we'll just take those two off, put this on here. Right, and then close my ink pad before I end up with ink everywhere. Turn this over, and we will attach that in the middle like that. So let's just do that, and that gives us a place to write our greeting or our note. So I could have actually even put another navy one behind it, would have been quite nice, but that will do for now. Let's celebrate. So this is my card. It is very cute. I'm just thinking, do I want to I feel like that needs something else. Let me just grab. Oh, here we go. You know how you put something together sometimes and then you think, you know what, I don't know if that's really how I wanted it. So let's see if I can lift this off here. I've just come up with a different idea. Right, just get these dimensionals off here if I can. Sometimes they will rub off, sometimes they won't. There you go. Right. I'm actually going to put that onto here because I want a little border around it. It gets a little bit lost on my card there. Right, so change of plan. But this is what happens when you're card making. What happens to me all the time. I make something and then I pull it apart, add something else to it. So there you go. If you put that along there like that, then all I need to do is trim. Could use my trimmer, but sometimes it's just as easy to eyeball things like this. So take that off the edge. Right, I'm just going to come up the side like that and there, and a little bit across the top without getting my thread, my twine. There you go. Right, that's better because then it's going to stand out a little bit more, isn't it? I think I've gone a bit proper along there, but that's all right. Right, now grab my dimensionals again. And this is what happens sometimes. Right, so we'll throw some of those on here and on there and on the side. Now I think there's one on here. Get that one off there. Right, so what else is happening within Stampin' Up? So don't forget, everybody, that the sweet sale is finishing. Well, that's much better. That makes that pop so much nicer. Look at that. Okay, birthday wishes. And then on the back, you've got your place to write. Okay, so that's my card today. You could probably even see, I keep coming up with more ideas. I'll grab a piece. This is a scrap piece. And I think I'm just going to grab my happy birthday, which is this one. Grab it on the other side of my block. And get my ink pad. Yeah, I think the border looks good, Maureen. Now, I can't even really see through here because I can't really get over top of it properly, but I think, oh, that's pretty cool. Got that straight. Right, trim that off. Okay. Because I just feel like it just needs something across here as well. So, let's just, on an angle, few dimensionals behind it, because, you know. So anyway, I'll put this on and then I'll tell you about Sweet Sale, and I'll show you if you'd like to see the projects for the weekend. Right, there we go. Happy birthday. So there you go. Happy birthday. Birthday wishes. A little aeroplane, and then on the back she placed to write. Right, that's my card for today. Hope you enjoyed watching that. And if you make a card like that, please send it to me. I'd love to share it with everybody. Right, so the sweet sale's on at the moment. Any sweet in our collection, you can get the second sweet for half price, or any products within a sweet. So that's a really great offer. So it could be a bundle from one sweet, and you could get the bundle from another sweet for half price, or you could get products within a sweet and buy products from another sweet and get half price as well. So this weekend we are doing Florals in Bloom. So that's these beautiful papers here. So they're really gorgeous, and this is the type of paper I was talking about before, where you have a paper that you can cut your images out and use them to decorate your cards. So this has papers like that. This is a gorgeous colour range as well, and this is really sweet. The backs are really nice as well, so I've used a lot of those. So those are some of the papers, and there's a really nice pink one too, but I think I've used just about all of that, because that's what happens when you love papers. Now the cards that we're making this weekend, I'm making this one, so this is using the beautiful dies from that suite. We're making this one here, lovely day. We're making this one, so this is a little pocket card similar to the one that I made last week with, I think it had the otters on it. This one here, these beautiful papers. This one here, which is a really cute one, so this opens out like that and slides forward, so that's really great. And then this one here, and this is where I got the inspiration for today's card from. So this is an archway card as well. Oh, I'll make one with the aeroplane paper. So this one I've used the papers, the pieces out of the papers to decorate it. But I was really wrapped with that. It's quite really nice with all the different flowers. So that's my one for this weekend. So yeah, so this is my card today. I hope you've enjoyed watching that. Thank you everybody who has joined me today. It's always nice having you be part of my Facebook Live. And as I say, if you make a card like this, please share it. It's nice to see what you're all making out there. And if you have any questions about the card I made or the products I've used, please let me know. Okay, I'm here to help. Okay, well, you have a really good day, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Look forward to catching up with you next week. But that's me for today. Okay, bye for now.